Peace, family. As I've said many times, no one has a lower opinion of this country or this government than me. But what we are witnessing in Minnesota is absolutely unprecedented. You know, what they did with Renee Good a couple of weeks ago, unaliving this woman, shooting her multiple times in the face, right after telling the agent who shot her, dude, I'm not even angry at you. And to see this carnage continue to what they did to Alex Peretti, after removing his pistol from his side as he rushed to help the woman that ICE had pushed to the ground, his final words were, "Are you okay?" And you had several ICE agents surrounding this man. He had a cell phone in one hand and trying to block pepper spray with the other. Totally a non-threat. And they shot this man multiple times. And I think reports said that they shot this guy in the face. But see, this is the waste product of keeping a person or electing a person like Donald Trump as president. Because see, people didn't want a politician as president. They wanted an outsider. They wanted somebody to not be politically correct, but just tell it like it is. Donald Trump, he don't sugarcoat nothing. Well, he don't politic. He politics exactly like that as well. And this is the result of it. And you have given this fool immunity. And ICE is under the mindset that this immunity spreads to them as well. This is why when they come into situations now, they're coming in wearing masks. I never heard of public servants that have to hide their identity. Kristi Noem sit up there questioning why Alex Peretti was there at the peaceful protest with the pistol instead of him having a poster or a sign, but says nothing about how you got ICE agents that's they're supposed to be to protect the public wearing masks. This makes absolutely no sense. These ICE agents is overly aggressive, overly paid, and undertrained. They come in with no intention whatsoever to de-escalate the situation because they are being compensated for their brutality. As many people that they've detained, the more money they make. And like I said, and we are watching white people destroy white people. There's no need for an investigation. And I agree with that 100%. Because in this environment right now, investigations mean nothing. You can look and see on TV what was recorded at the time, and it is totally disregarded by what somebody else say. We are having opinions and beliefs undercut facts and evidence. So an investigation would be useless. When the police are involved in any type of shooting, what's normally happened is they do investigate. They put the officer involved, the officers involved on some type of desk duty while they look into it. Every last one of these ICE agents who just unalived Alex Peretti has been relocated to another city or state. Every last one of them. You just unalived a nurse whose job is to save lives. And you did it in the most cowardly fashion imaginable. And you relocated these people to continue working, no reflection on what they did, no remorse, no nothing. What you've done to this man wasn't even a speed bump to your next assignment. And you did the same thing to Renee Good. No words of compassion about her, no words of concern for the children that she left behind. And this is coming from the government that you're paying for. And the thing is, let's say what they say is true. That Alex Peretti had came to Minnesota to cause maximum damage to ICE agents. Let's say Renee Good came to the protest as a domestic terrorist. These are people that is being governed by this country. Their actions and behaviors should be tethered to the culture that the government provides. That's like me coming into a woman's life and she having unruly children. And I'm coming into her life, but I don't change the children's behavior. I don't alter their beliefs. Nothing. What am I there for, other than to have my way with the mother? I would be negligent in my duties, and this country is negligent in theirs. The only thing they're concerned about is money. Money. When you see citizens of this country afraid to come out because a branch of this government is focusing on their city and state, you have a problem. And Donald Trump is threatening Minnesota, saying that he's not going to remove ICE, which means you're not going to tone them down. You're not going to limit their power. You're going to leave them there. They've been there 3 weeks, and they already shot 3 people, 2 fatally. And you're going to leave them there unless they turn over voting records so Donald Trump can prove that he so-called won an election there that everybody said that he lost. Then he wants this governor of Minnesota to give them all the welfare records so they can prove that the Somalians who live in Minneapolis hasn't stolen $16 billion, $18 billion of money fraudulently. And then you want the state of Minnesota to get rid of their sanctuary status. What does that got to do with ICE? And please, somebody tell me, how did the Somalians steal this money that they say they stole and the amount that they stole, and Doge never came across it? Doge never discovered it. They was placed in this government to find waste, fraud, and abuse. There isn't any way possible that these Somalians could steal $18 billion and Doge don't discover it. You know. And like I say, this is what white people are doing to white people. So you can just imagine what they'll do to us. But see, it's going to take an incident like this for maybe the words to really resonate with black people. Your freedom is not free. You have to sacrifice something to earn it and keep it. You know, nobody's going to give you a system of government to provide over your rights, your freedoms, your privileges, and it do for you as well as you do for yourself. This is the result of it. And like I say, this is 1 year to Donald Trump's tenure in his last term in office. Can we ask the question now, is this country greater than it was when he took office a year ago? Because according to Donald Trump, everybody before him was idiots, fools, stupid. Are we seeing the example of Donald Trump's leadership, his guidance, his direction into leading us to a country that's greater for everybody? You know, this is absolutely, like I say, the brutality that this country is exorbitant today is the same as it was 250 years ago. I can't even imagine what this country is going to look like 3 years from now if we continue to do what we're doing right now, just sitting back and watch. This is absolutely ridiculous. But you know what? I'm in this video here. And as always, these are my thoughts, my opinions. I invite you to leave yours in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Ashe.